Young people are the future. But what if I told you that we are also the now? My name is Esther, and I'm your host here at the InterGen Youth Dialogue Forum, where ideas ignite action and generations meet at the table of truth. This isn't just another youth talk show. This is a wake-up call, a platform for youth like you and me to ask the hard questions, to challenge the silence, and to build the future from the ground up. We all know that numbers don't lie. According to Afrobarometer, 60% of Africa's population is below 25. Yet, 3 million jobs exist for 10 to 11 million youth entering the job market. Now, do the math. What happens to the other 8 million? Let me ask you, are we a ticking time bomb, or are we a force that will shift this continent? How are we expected to succeed when 1.13 million children, according to UNICEF, who are aged 6 to 13 years in Kenya are out of school? It gets deeper. In Garissa County, 94.4% of females and 71% of males are illiterate. Enrollment in high schools, just 4.4%. Now ask ourselves, whose responsibility is this? Is it a government's job, or do we step up now? And then there's the integrity crisis. According to Kenya Youth Survey, 50% of Kenyan youth believe how you make money doesn't matter as long as you don't end up in jail. 35% are willing to give or take bribes. 40% say they can only vote for candidates who bribe them. What happens when youth stop believing in fairness and start playing the same crooked game? Still, amidst the chaos, there is hope. 77% believe the future holds better jobs, better healthcare, and better education. 48% dream of becoming entrepreneurs. 85% value faith, while 60% value family. The fire is still there, but so is the frustration. What do we do with all this energy, all this hunger, all this anger, and all this hope? That's exactly why we created the InterGen Youth Dialogue Forum, to dig deep, to speak loudly, and to co-create change. Now, I won't spoil everything, but trust me, what's coming next will challenge you. So before we go on, I want you to think, what does it mean to be a youth in Kenya and Africa at large today? And who is listening to us? And now, joining me to elaborate further on this introduction is my brilliant co-host, Mike. The mic is yours.
Thanks, Esther. What's up, everyone? I am Mike, and I'm honored to be a part of this important journey. We've been working on this project since last year, dreaming it, building it, and also shaping it. And today, we finally get to launch it. This moment has been a very long time coming, and we are so excited to share it with you. This platform is all about possibilities, big ideas, real talk, and powerful connections between generations coming together in order to spark something new. Now, here's something to think about. We don't need to look far in order to see the weight and promise of our generation. Walk through any campus, market, or digital space in Kenya, and you'll see young people everywhere hustling, learning, and dreaming. We are vibrant, visible, and driven. But here's the challenge. Opportunities haven't kept pace with our energy. Too many brilliant minds are out here, skilled, creative, and full of ideas, just looking for the right doors to open and the right platforms to thrive. It's not just a gap, it's a call to action. But instead of seeing that as a crisis, What if we saw it as an opportunity? Because I've seen what young people are capable of. I've met entrepreneurs building with nothing but passion, creatives using tech to tell their stories, students turning ideas into impact. And that's what this space is for, to spotlight that brilliance, to learn from those who've gone before us and collaborate on new paths forward. So let me ask you, what are we doing with our potential? What are we building with our numbers? The InterGen Youth Dialogue Forum is where we find those answers together. This is where ambition meets experience and where these questions lead to solutions. Thank you.
Thank you, Esther and Mike. I am Lieutenant General retired Adan Mulata, Executive Chairman of the Prospect Peace Institute Africa, a continental think tank based in Nairobi, Kenya. Over the past few months, we have journeyed through our YouTube series, The Perils Facing the African Continent, where we continue to unpack the historical forces that have shaped where we are today as a continent. In our view, a continent which is in crisis. As we shift from reflection to action in the many thematic areas of the Institute, in this series, we seek to contribute to the question of youth bulge in Africa. The Intergenerational Youth Dialogue Forum is therefore not just a conversation, it is a commitment where we'll objectively contribute to positive change to empower our youth. My generation joins this space not to lecture, but to listen, guide, and walk beside you. We come as mentors and allies, ready to share our lessons so you can go further, faster, and better. This is where wisdom meets purpose, and together we build the Africa we all deserve. Thank you.
So, do us one favor. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube at Prospect Peace Institute Africa. Follow us on Instagram, on X, and on Facebook. Stick around because what's coming next might just change the way you see everything. Let's do this. InterGen Youth Dialogue Forum, where your voice finds its power. Bye.